Hey folks, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, this is an update on the condition of the lakes here in southeast Pennsylvania as far as ice fishing goes. Now I'm retired, so I have a lot of time in my hands. I got nothing to do. So I run around and I check these lakes every year. Today, now last week I checked a few, if you saw that video. Today I hit Marsh Creek again. I hit Strouble Lake and Hopewell Lake. Pretty good news there compared to what I saw last week. But still waiting for the big freeze, as you'll see. But let's go check a few. Here we go to Marsh Creek. Well, this is Carpenters Cove, and there is a thin coat of ice, very thin, but there's a thin coat of ice all the way down to the end, coming up this way. Now right up in here, we got little open water on the side. And it looks like maybe another 100 yards up is where the ice would end. There's a bit of a breeze on the lake today, but right now Carpenters Cove is, I'll say, locked up for the most part. And an interesting thing that I noticed here is that they've apparently let some water out for the winter drawdown, because you can see kind of where it was. So this is in the last week or so that they let the water out. So anyway, Carpenter's Cove looks like it could be ready with some more cold weather. However, the snow that we're going to get tomorrow is definitely going to be a factor. They're predicting snow for tomorrow and then pretty windy on Saturday. So what I'm hoping is that it's a light snow and the wind on Saturday blows it pretty much off the ice. That way we've got a chance on getting more ice. But if that wind doesn't blow the snow off, it's not going to be a good ice here. Anyway, right now, looking good, folks. We got ice. Not much of it, but some. Okay, now we're going to go up to, let's see, we'll take a ride over to the main cove, check that out. I did notice on Rangers Cove on the way in that that's got about the same amount of ice all the way up to the point at the main lake. So that's also got about the same situation. Okay, back up Heart Attack Hill. And over to the main cove, and then over to Strouble Lake, and hell, might as well go to Hopewell too. So here we go, stay with me. This is the very back end of the main cove, that little Conestoga Road at the bridge. So there is ice on there. It's actually slush ice, as you can see. Now on the other side, we'll keep in mind that there is current going through here, but you can see that there's ice cover all the way up to as far as you can see. Now again, that ice looks white because it's actually a slush ice from the snow we had the other day. So that's not really good ice at all. So I'm going to take a run up to where the big rock is. Alright, so going to go from here over up along the cove there to where you can see the big rock. When I checked it the other day, there was ice up that far, and now I want to see how it's developing. So let's go up there. Well, I got over here to check again, the main cove up to the big rock, and I couldn't go down very far with my car because they got the damn road closed. I guess they're doing that because of the snow tomorrow, but what the hell. I'll just take a little walk down the road here till I can see what I want to see, and then I'll go back. Well, from what I can see up here on the hill, there is ice on the cove. However, there's also patches of open water along with patches of ice. So this is about like it was the other day. and it's 25 degrees right now, so it's not helping things, but it needs to get a lot colder. But again, with the snow coming tomorrow, it's probably good that we got some open water, because that'll mean that the ice won't be affected. And I think it's supposed to get pretty cold after that, so let's see what happens at Strouble Lake. Well, that was it. Carpenters Cove looking pretty good. Rangers Cove about the same. The main cove about the same. So we're getting there. Anyway, let's take a run over to Strouble Lake. Check that out. Coming up on Strouble Lake, I can see plenty of ice cover. I'm going to go down a little closer and take a better look. This is Strouble Lake, and the other day when I was here, I think the water temperature was like 42 degrees, but that definitely ain't it now. We got pretty good ice cover here, although it's very thin, obviously, with a few open patches of water. But this place, if it holds up the next few days, we're going to be able to get on this bugger. Yeah, come down here a little closer. Now obviously the ice is not safe, but checking things out, it looks like the whole lake is capped off. There might be some open water down near the dam, but I really can't see that far. But all over is a nice thin layer of ice. And I'm going to get on here this year because I haven't fished this lake for years and years, and I want to. So there's Strouble Lake. Now the next stop is going to be Hopewell. I might even run up to Scotch Run, but definitely Hopewell, because that was all open water the other day, and we'll go check that. So come along with me. We're going to Hopewell. Well, that was Strouble Lake. I really want to get on Strouble Lake. I haven't ice fished that since probably the late 80s, early 90s. I've been on there a couple times recently with my kayak in the summer. But I really want to get back on there ice fishing, so I hope that thing keeps getting good ice. And I'm going to really try to get on there this year. From Strouble Lake, hopped in the car, took off to Hopewell Lake. Let's go take a look. Coming up to Hopewell Lake, French Creek State Park. And things are looking better than they did the other day. And we'll go down a little bit closer and take a good look, but looking good. Down to Hopewell Lake. And when I was here last week, if you saw my report, this was all open water. Now it looks like most of the lake that I can see, it's not a big lake, but most of the lake is capped off. Now obviously this white ice right up in here is from the snow we had the other day laying on some ice, but after the two islands it looks like there's a very thin coat of fresh ice, and there's no doubt that the coming snow tomorrow will get on this. And again, hopefully on Saturday, they say it's going to be real windy, so hopefully the wind will pretty much clear the snow off the ice. But we shall see. But anyway, things are looking up here in southeast Pennsylvania, and we shall see. Now I don't know if anybody or how many of you folks know this, but right over here on this island at the end there's a beaver hut, and there is a little bit open water around that, so I would suspect that there are beavers in the lake. Okay, Hopewell Lake capped off good, nowhere near safe, but we got some ice coming. I'm leaving Hopewell Lake. I decided not to run up the Scotch Run because I know the road going in and out of there wouldn't be very well plowed. Not that I couldn't make it through, but I think I've had enough for today. Hey, that's Hopewell Lake. That's looking pretty good too. And boy, we just need some good cold weather. Okay, we got some snow coming tomorrow, but on Saturday it's supposed to be a lot colder and real windy. So what I'm hoping is the wind blows the snow off the ice that's already there, and we keep getting some good cold weather. All we can do is cross our fingers and hope for the best. In the meantime, if you like ice fishing, this is a very old video from up in the Bay of Quinte in Canada. Check that out. This one here is a little more fun on the local lakes. See you next time.